Hello, welcome back to Auto Pop Culture, and today we're going to be going on the All Stars 4 season, but episode 5, and the title of this episode is Roast in Peace. And this maxi challenge, there wasn't really a mini challenge, so the maxi challenge was they had to roast Lady Bunny at her fake funeral. So first of all, I love Lady Bunny. I'm so glad they're doing a challenge with her. It's so cool. The guest stars are Cecily Strong and Yvette Nicole Brown. So we start off with they have to finish but to do some type of roast for Lady Bunny, and a lot of them kind of freaked out. A lot of the contestants freaked out that they're not ready. They're not all comedian. They're not comedian or comedy queens or anything. And just so you know, we are down to 5 people now. So we have Monet, Trinity, Monique, Naomi, and I missed somebody. Naomi and Valentina and Manila. So 6. So those 6 are going, and I actually like this 6. I feel like everybody is finally the people that I think should stay, and that are actually it's finally like actual competition, because everybody in this group is really, really good. So starting off, we have to talk about the fact that they were they all weren't really into comedy, and so each of them kind of were nervous, except for Manila, who immediately during her challenge she got interviewed. She was talking to RuPaul and doing her show, or she was doing her jokes, and every single one was just like funny to RuPaul. And Valentina was having some trouble because she wanted to be in character as Lady Bunny or something like that. I didn't really get exactly what she was talking about, but we never really do. So moving on, so everybody else is kind of just flip-flopping. They're not really sure what they're doing. So we go to the challenge, and we start off with, since Monique won, she got to choose who went in a row, who goes first during the roast. And so Monet, in this order, Monet, Trixie, Monique, Naomi, Valentina, and then last coming in Manila, which is, I think it was a light shade, because they think, since Manila had the whole issue with sending Monet home, wanting to send Monet home over the deserved to send home Latrice, there's a weird tension, which over time, and this episode gets resolved. Like, she kind of forgives Manila, even though we kind of know that Manila, as much as she forgives Manila, she's still, Manila's gonna do the same exact thing, you know? She said multiple times, she's out for herself, and as much as we're not really listening, she is. So, in the Maxi Challenge, Monet did a great job. She was a great opener. I felt like her jokes are so natural, and it's completely her, and we want that. I think that she is funny, but she isn't, I don't know if she just psychs herself a lot, but she really does a great job. So she did a great job. Trinity, who I thought was going to do extremely well, got into her head, and she didn't really, all her jokes were kind of flat, or it's way too long, super lengthy. And it's funny because even Manila was just like, I guess she should have done like Caitlyn Jenner, which I think would have been a great idea. I know it was done before with her, but it would have been a great idea, at least, you know. It would have been funnier than what she did. So she kind of lightly flopped. Monique did a preacher character, which worked really well. Easy to go to, easy thing to do, and with her comedic timing, it was perfect. Naomi, she kind of flopped, and the thing I didn't really like, the fact that she laughed after her own joke, which is something that I don't really think that she should have done. It kind of makes it seem like you're laughing for yourself instead of kind of letting the audience laugh. And she kind of wasn't. The jokes were okay, but they're after coming after Monique and Monet, you're not really doing so hot. Valentina, she started off great, actually, by walking over to Lady Bunny and kissing one of her boobs. And it was super cute. It was super funny. And then everything went downhill from there with flat jokes and something about that Lady Bunny is on a spit or something like that, which is why she's on a roast kind of thing, which is don't really understand what that meant. But at least she looked pretty. Oh, no, she didn't look pretty, actually. She took off her sunglasses, which she's trying to do like, oh, can I get this on, please, thing, which didn't really work well. And she didn't have her lashes, and that looked so ugly. It didn't look great. So that knocked her down. Mila, easy. She stole the show. She came in last, and she finished it last like a professional comedian, honestly. Like, if she doesn't do anything, I think she definitely should continue doing this comedian, like being a comedian or stand-up comedy, because I think she's really funny, and I think she just has the perfect professional poise that none of these queens had, and just raked the fucking competition, like just raked up all the fucking coins of this competition. So in the end, Monet and Valentina won. So, and that happened, and that the next thing was the runway category, which the category was angelic white. And my highlights were Monet looked really great with her priest looking outfit, with a white, long ass white train that was super cute. And then one thing I would point out is that Manila, Trixie, both kind of looked alike in their costume or in their outfit, which is the judges called Manila's outfit costumey, which is funny because they also called Trinity's costumey. I felt like they were way too similar to where they would actually get individual stuff, but they didn't point that out. But I think that's how it felt. That's how I felt about it. Naomi, she had this, oh my god, she was the winner of this. This is why she should stay. Which I'm hoping that happens for the next week. She comes out in a pretty much like up top, the top is print, while the bottom was like her legs and everything, and she looked so cute. She looked so beautiful, perfect, winner completely. So that was the best, and I think it's the best one in the whole season. Like it was the best look of the whole season. I personally think so. So Monet and Manila win, and the next thing that happens is that they so with this said, since there's 6 people, everybody's up for elimination. So, which was kind of a shocker, and the whole thing, Manila didn't know what to do, which is, we get this. And there's some people that don't deserve to leave, which is my thought. It's like, oh, okay, if you don't feel like they deserve to go, then just don't send them home, and send them the least one that had the one that did the worst job, which is unfortunately was Valentina. So most of them were kind of thinking like, send Valentina home. So lip sync comes through, and we don't really know who they chose, but lip sync comes through, and they do Jump In by Aretha Franklin, and it turns out so good because there's 2 comedic comedy queens, which I think they're both comedy queens. 2 comedy queens that killed it, and they both did. Like, Manila was great, Monet was great, and they both end up winning for the first time. She chose both of them, and then she's like, why don't you guys go in the back, and and wait for further instructions. They go to the back of the room, they go to the backstage, they look at the mirror, the infamous mirror, and of course on the other side is Lady Bunny in a 2-way mirror, tells them to turn around, and there's the other eliminated queens that were supposed to be gone, but now they're back. So now we're doing this huge twist thing, which is, I don't know what the hell is going to happen, but we shall see. So leave a comment below. Tell me what you thought of the whole episode. What do you think is going to happen with the eliminated queens returning? And I shall see you guys in the next episode, in the next video.